How do y'all, and welcome on back. So it has been a good half a month at this point, ish. I have pretty well much completed all of Fixmas at this point. I just couldn't be fucked to record it. Uh, oh, right. Give me a few minutes. So 17.
Fix It wants you to know that you matter.
Well, thank you, Fix It. Okay. Today is the 18th, so we take that. And get a thing.
I thought I had destroyed every copy of this tape. How does it keep turning up? No matter. Ignore it. There's nothing interesting on it anyway. In fact, listening to it causes hallucinations, and eventually, after 7 days, your brain melts. For your own sake, I advise avoiding it at all costs.
You got it, sweetie. And I am missing 16, which is right there. Primo Fixmas skins.
Nothing says happy holidays more than the inevitable destruction of local flora and fauna with a festively decorated vehicle. This vehicle decoration can be found in the customizer.
So yeah, I've gone through the entirety of the Fixmas tree within the research center, which we shall take a look at here in just a moment. I did buy the boombox along with everything else under the sun over this time. I've even got 5 tickets left over, of which I am honestly saving up for these. Let's check out the Fixmas holiday. So we had this tree, which we saw on screen, along with the candy canes and the thistle and whatnot. Ultimately getting to was this, the ornaments, which then go into gold ornaments, a snowman, as well as a Fixmas gift tree, the wreaths, which gets a special Fixmas lights and lines, along with snow cannons and dispensers, snowballs, special wreaths, and finally the gold star on top of our tree. Big old tree. All of my excess, if it's normal materials, I threw in here for the purposes of just, being whole hand sold. Everything else for excess, just kind of thrown in here. I might eventually rebuild the factory, make it a little platform and whatnot, like, probably over there since I need both copper and iron. But for now, that's off-screen stuff for me to just fiddle around with. Wrong way. While we're here, I did find an additional one of the Fixmas things there was, gave me the special recipe for bypassing different kind of, basically jumping to plutonium fuel rods here. So so plutonium fuel rods normally cost a shit ton of materials and only produces 0.25 a minute. Whereas this, with just a little bit of nuclear pasta, at literally just a 1-to-1 ratio, I can get plutonium fuel rods going at a much better rate. So, definitely taking that. Oop, missed one. Missed a couple. Yeah, I had to string things up a bit weirdly. Alright, well, with that, let's see here. My main goal today is to come back here. And actually, you know what? I'll show y'all what my main goal is today. I want to redesign the piping infrastructure. Because how it is at the moment, come on you, is not exactly what you could call good. So I want to do something kind of like this, where it's going to be more evenly disseminating down the line instead of going massively to one and, you know, thinning out the further down the line it goes. Basically, I want all of my factories to be receiving shit evenly. That way I can more effectively set up the shiz I need for the there's biggest oil. More effectively set up the stuff I need for the production. Specifically for these, my hyperfuel producers. So as it stands right now, it's very ineffective, I guess would be the best way to put it. Because, yeah, it's coming down here into the center, and then a ton to these two, and just thinly being moved out down the line. I will still leave the junction here, I think. So that'll be a good enough dropping off point. Now, when it comes to the input values for here, I don't really want to I don't really want to fiddle with these, mostly because I'd have to completely redesign the line. But for this, I don't have to tear down my entire fucking factory. Alright, so there we go. Hey, rude. Want to leave a little room so this isn't overlapping too disgustingly. Actually, why the fuck am I paused? I have no idea where I paused. I didn't hit the pause button. Alright, well, just in case. So this is essentially what I'm looking at attempting to do. Redesigning my lines for the hyperfuel. That way the liquid is more evenly distributed instead of it being like it is on this side, where the first two get a lot, the second two get less, and it just less and less down the line. Just in case, I'll go on and redo what I had just done on screen to show y'all what I was attempting to talk about, and then apparently recording got paused and I didn't fucking notice, and I have no idea how long it's been paused, so I have no idea how much y'all have fucking missed. Decon all of this. There we are. I'm leaving this one in the center where it is, as that's a good enough jumping off point for what we need. Then, before getting started on the lines, I'm going to shoot these. Directly up through the ceiling. As that's where all that compacted coal is going to be produced anyway. Now, using this as a guide, it's partially in, like so. I'll figure that out. One. So, unfortunately, because of the nature of how I set everything back up, things are a little uneven. Better if I do it from this side. There will be one left over down here that I will pipe in probably from this direct line here, just to make it a little easier on me. So then we connect. Connect. Does still need to be... Alright. Let's redo this. Just because it's clipping doesn't mean it can't look good. Or, just because it's clipping doesn't mean it has to look bad. Here, about like there. One off. About like here then. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. One, two, over just a slight bit. Looks like so. And a couple flow regulators just to make sure that it's only ever moving in the direction that I want it to be going. And now that's evenly distributing down the line for these guys. Where I then now just need to deal with this fish. Honestly, pretty much just a simple solution of that. Along with a flow regulator set to, we'll say 40. To be sure that this doesn't consume every last drop down the line, and I need to do the same on this side. There we are, 40. Alright, so that is my general idea of what I'm going to do with these. Why are you red? You don't have power. Why do you not have power? Alright, so yeah. That's looking a bit better anyways. Now I could splorp it up even more, put more regulators on it to limit flows. You know, make sure they're getting exactly what they need, but since it's being evenly distributed now, it shouldn't be as big an issue. So I'm not going to worry about it for the time being. What I am going to worry about is, well, I am going to repeat this for all available inputs, you know, like this water here, the rest of the hyper fuels that I've got set up. I'm not going to do it for these, because if I want to do it for these, I'm going to have to completely redesign the entire set. You guys have no power. Anyways, I'd have to redesign the entire line, and at this point, it's a bit, yeah. I'm just not doing that. So I'll deal with the throughput issues that these are going to have. But when it comes to the hyperfuel and the lines for the fabrics, those will get redesigned off screen. For now though, now that I've done the first part of what I wanted to do on screen, next step is I am setting up and transferring along my coal. Let's see, coal, what was it? I'm fairly sure I needed something else. Coal and sulfur, that's the recipe. So I'm going to be going through and setting up what I need for the compacted coal up here on the second floor. Because I have a lot that needs setting up. Much akin to the water piping, or the liquid piping, I want to do the same with the solid stuff as well. So I'm going to set up a nice little line, get this designed. That. I know. To go like that. Which is looking not terrible. That does complicate things a little. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one is. You know what we can do? What we can do is. Slightly less efficient on this side, but it does solve the problem. So ooh, actually, you know what? I've got a better idea. Just give me a moment. Alright, so we will still leave this like so. And then it'll split like this. One on the end will still receive slightly more than the rest. I'm gonna have to repeat it over. Okay, yeah, we'll just do it how I was originally going to. Fuck me. Because that screws up the distribution down there. Oh well. Oh, there should be. Nope. A little further forward. Yeah, let's just see that. So I want to keep the conveyor slightly further back. How about there? Oh yeah, that's better. Alright, there we go. A nice compacted, even distribution, well, semi-even, distribution line for the compacted coal. Something I wish I could blueprint, but at best I'd be able to blueprint part of it. Alright, well, let's see. I need to make a quick tally, so let's do just that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21 times 5, that's 105. 105. Is it? Yes. So 105, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 121 in total at a rate of 30 a minute. 121 times 30. I need 3,630 compacted coal a minute. Set down an assembler. I think it's compacted. Yeah, compacted coal. This produces 25 a minute. So 3630 divided by 25. 145.2, so 146 for all of them. $146 to produce the compacted coal I need a minute. Does mean how much does it need? 25 and 25 is enough then. Alright, so 146 times 25. So I'm gonna need 3,650 coal and sulfur a minute in order to keep up with production over here. Unfortunately, just these two are definitely not going to be enough for all the production I need. Even throwing in... That's going to complicate things right fast. Well, there's a pure node. That is a long distance. Those are all normal. Of summer sloops, I can cut the amount I need in half. 9,630 divided by 2 would only be 1,815. Over 1,815. Divided by 25. Over 72.6, so 73. 73 times 2. I would need 146 summer sloops to facilitate this. But that would make it so I would only need 73 assemblers and a little under 2,000 coal and sulfur instead of that much more. You know what? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go set up at least the first 4 over here, overclock to max, and see how that is, and I'll come back while I'm once I'm over there setting shit up. Okay, we found ourselves down here, so let's go on and get this shiz set up. These are unfortunately all normal nodes. Come on. Thank you. Hi, Snart. Fuck off. Alright. Snart, I'm trying to do shit here. These full overclocked and hooked up to the grid. All right. drag this on this way. Or actually up here. Yeah. This shit's a little closer. Where's the sphere? Once I actually don't need it at the moment, I could go for it, and I will need it eventually, but I've got other more important dealios to dealio with. Ah, there it is. I knew there was one around here. Alright, so that'll get those going. Where it's 600 a minute times 4. Is... Okay, so... With the summer sloop option, this is more than enough coal that I need. Actually, yeah, big storage. I want to just throw both of these into big storage, that way I can start stockpiling while I am setting up the rest of the shit I need. As I'm thinking, my best option for dealing with transport will be, you guessed it, everyone's favorite, drones! Okay. So that's got my coal stockpiling. Set up another couple, because that's going to produce a lot of coal real damn quick, and I want to stockpile a ton, if and I can. Rude. Okay, so that should hopefully stave off for a while. That does take care of my coal issue for, over there. Now the big issue is going to be how and where am I going to get enough sulfur? Because this is going to produce at half the rate, so that both of them will be 600. That overclocked will be another 600, so that's 12. 18. I need just a little over 18. Could do that. If I'm going to do that one, I need far better far better conveyors. Because that, I believe, will produce at a rate of 1,200. Yeah, so we'll do that one, those two, and this one, I think. Or maybe these actually, yeah, you know what? Both of these are pure, so we're gonna do these two. And potentially this one if I need it. Alright, we'll see y'all over there. Hey y'all, I'm coming back here because, you know, doing all the math, I'm gonna need conveyor 6. And by now, I should theoretically have everything I need to set this up. So it's 250 time crystals, of which I've stacked up a large... I should have stacked up large amounts. What? Oh yeah, all the way up here. So 250... So 250 for the time crystals I need. I need a shit ton of shit. Has to be expected. Let's go drop those off, see how much that fills in. Because yeah, doing the math, I'm gonna, if I'm doing those pure nodes, I'm going to need the 1,200 a minute. Alright, just another 1,400 for the plates. I think I, in theory, have. Just want to upgrade the input line. As y'all can see, I did upgrade my, because of how much iron plates I need at any given time, I did upgrade the production for iron plates. Which I guess actually kind of turned out to be a good thing. Alright, so 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, that'll cover the rest of what I need for those. Left over, we'll just throw it into the awesome sink. 12, okay. Now I need 5,000 aluminum sheets. I don't think I've got that in base. Now let's check just to be sure. Where's the way down? Here it is. That would be Yeah, okay, I don't have it in base. Because it was in that one right there. Not anymore? Alright. And it's this one. To Yeetus Flingus us on over to my original aluminum. As I completely fucking overshoot because the game decided to lag out for a half a second. Cool. Rude game. Just rude. Well, at least we get to hear a nice quip from Elevata.
Thanks, I really needed that breath of fresh air. It gets a little stale in here.
Fair. Okay. I need aluminium sheets. 5,000 worth. So 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. And while I'm doing the flying my happy ass through the air, might as well go stop off and pick up the fix-it triangles. Which is actually easier for me to get to it via this. It is being yeeted along this one. And it's down there. All right, and then it's 250. Nice. So that'll get me the peak efficiency milestone. Yeah, close enough. not sure, but I think I might at this point have enough nuclear pasta stockpile, because I've been, you know, taking a lot of time away from where I set up the nuclear pasta. Sure, it's only 2, producing 2 a minute, but it might have stockpiled enough to do up the nuclear pasta portion of final phase. I'll have to check. And I miscounted. Fucking it'll do. $1,000 more. Two, 4, 6, 8,000. Alright, and away. There we go. It goes.
Milestone reached. After close scrutiny, 2 problems were identified in Mark V conveyor belts. The first was the belt part, so force fields have been implemented in the Mark VI instead, to maximize transfer speeds. The second problem is inefficient pioneers, but sadly no remedy is available for this severe impediment. Yet.
Alright, let's see what those Mark VI belts require. Fix-it triangles and time crystals. That is pricey. Which does mean that I'm gonna need to set 2 of these up, one for time crystals, the other for the fucking fix-it triangles. So let's go do just that. So I'm gonna have those passively stockpiling. Why am I fucking paused? Alright, I've got the Mark VI conveyors unlocked. I am stockpiling the fix-it conveyor components, or trying to at this point. The fix-it conveyors, Mark VI, require fix-it triangles and time crystals. Why am I keep pausing? I'm actually baffled now. I unpause, go back to what I'm doing, and then I look back and y'all missed a actually surprising amount of shit off of what was rude. There it is. I'm gonna have to check my key binds. I know I didn't change them from when I first set them up, but it keeps fucking pausing. It's actually starting to piss me off because I'm losing out on a lot of dialogue and content. Alright, so yeah, main focus for coming over here, I want to check on the nuclear pasta. See how much I've got stockpiled. I doubt it's all the way to the bottom, didn't think so. Alright, so we started on this. So we've got, what is this? 4, 8 by 6. 8 by 6. 48. 50. Alright. That sure should enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest back. I only need 1,000 for phase 5. Overshot. All right. 1,000 nuclear pasta. 1/4 of the way done with phase 5. So with that, we'll see y'all next time as I get back to doing what I was wanting to set out today, but kind of got massively distracted. Where next time we're going to come back over here and set up the productions for the sulfur. See you soon!